taking you guys all the way to Disney's California Adventure to the Little Mermaid ride. Before we hop into this makeup tutorial, as I have done with my other videos, I'm going to share with you guys some fun facts about the Little Mermaid ride. Disney California Adventure's Little Mermaid ride opened June 3rd, 2001. I actually got to be there for a soft screening of this ride. The attraction building is inspired by the Victorian exposition style found in seaside amusement parks in the 20th century. To be more specific, the attraction building was inspired by the Dragon Gorge Scenic Railway at the Ocean Park Amusement Zone in Southern California. There are 184 animatronic figures in this ride. Of those 184, 128 can be seen in the Under the Sea section of the ride. And of those, 50 are the spinning starfish. Ursula is the largest animatronic figure in this ride. She is 7.5 feet tall and 12 feet wide. She also has a unique squash and stretch portion in her torso and is made of flexible material so she can bounce along with the music. Because of how much skin is exposed in a lot of the animatronic figures such as Ariel, King Triton, and Ursula, a special skin technology was made. In the Ariel grotto scene, Ariel's hair is a separate animatronic. Before this ride was open, they actually gave guests a sneak peek into what this ride might look like in the Platinum edition of The Little Mermaid, released in 2006. Well, Imagineers didn't implement a lot of the features that you saw into the Little Mermaid ride that actually was released. They did keep some of their ideas. If you watch that video, the way they had set it up is more of a Peter Pan style ride, but how they actually put it into fruition is more of a Haunted Mansion style. Let me know what you guys think. I'll leave a link to the virtual ride below in case you did not see that or did not purchase the Platinum edition of the Little Mermaid. Let me know, do you like the virtual ride better or the actual ride better that you can go to in Disney's California Adventure and Walt Disney World? I personally don't really know which one I like better. I kind of like bits and pieces of both, so for me, they are a tie. That is all of the fun facts I have for the Little Mermaid ride in Disney's California Adventure. So let's get right on to how I made this Little Mermaid inspired makeup look.
Hey everybody, to save some time, I've already applied my foundation. I just used a Knockoff Beauty Blender in Kat Von D's Lock It Foundation in Light 42 Neutral. I am then taking my Lunatick Cosmetic Gloss, Mystifying, Mattifying, High Definition Microfinish Pressed Powder, and a Kabuki brush to set my foundation that I applied on my face, neck, and chest. Moving on to my eyebrows, I'm taking an eyebrow brush that has both the flat edge and the spoolie, and I'm taking the Sex Bomb palette by NYX and using the red shade to match the red wig I have on. Moving on to contouring, I'm going to be taking this Urban Decay Electric palette and using the color Savage and taking just a really fluffy brush. Mine happens to be an Ecotools Kabuki brush, and I'm just going to be contouring with this color on the normal places where you would contour, such as your cheekbones, temples, underneath your jawline. I'm also going to be taking this color and putting it onto my neck and collarbone region so I can tie everything together. Taking the beauty blender I used earlier, I'm going to be using the foundation that's still left on my blender to help blend out the pink contouring so it doesn't look as harsh and more natural. To contour the smaller areas of my face, like my nose and underneath my lip, I'm going to be taking just a fluffy eyeshadow brush and Savage again to contour those areas. Again, taking the Beauty Blender to blend out those areas. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Urban and further contouring. I decided to use purple with the pink to give some more contrast to the contouring and make it look a little bit less like a sunburn. You're going to want to contour the same areas as you did with the pink color, such as your nose, cheekbones, neck, collarbone, etc. Again, taking that Beauty Blender, you're going to want to blend the pink and purple colors together. Next, I'm going to be using the Minnie Mouse palette, and I'm going to be taking the color Mickey Squeeze. I'm going to be using the tip of the Beauty Blender to apply it, and then I'm going to be using the backside of the Beauty Blender to blend out this color. I just wanted to add a lighter purple as well as some shimmer, as this eyeshadow has a bunch of shimmer in it, and I thought it would make for some more visual interest. Next, you're going to be taking a flat eyeshadow brush in the Urban Decay setting spray to wet the brush, and you're going to be taking the color Revolt and patting that onto the places you would normally highlight. This will be our highlight color. Once again, I'm going to be taking this Beauty Blender and blending the highlight into my skin. Next, we're moving on to the eyes. We're going to be taking the flat eyeshadow brush that you can find in the Urban Decay palette, and we're going to be using the color Freak. You're going to want to pat that just onto your eyelids and make it very, very opaque. Once you've done both eyes, take your fluffy eyeshadow brush and just start blending the edges to make it not look as harsh. Next, we're going to be taking the yellowish lime color Thrash and going to be using that as a transition shade from the green. You're just going to want to apply this into the crease of your eye. Next, you're going to want to take a purple color. I'm using the color Urban. I don't think you're supposed to be using this underneath the eye. However, I'm going to be using it anyways, so just be careful if you do use the same palette. I'm going to be taking that with a fine eyeliner brush and applying that underneath the bottom lash line and winging it out just slightly. This purple and green combo is going to represent Ariel's famous outfit. Next, you're just going to want to take the fluffy side of this same brush and smoke out the bottom lash line. Moving back to the Minnie Mouse palette, I'm going to be taking Daisy's My BFF and a fluffy eyeshadow brush to highlight my eyebrow bone. To continue the eye look, I'm going to be taking a white eyeliner pencil and lining my waterline. Next, I'm taking the Minnie Colorful Winked Felt Liner in the color 05 Bone White, and I'm going to be using this color to line my eyes and give myself a cat eye. I decided to use white instead of black because the white was less harsh and I feel like it would go with this makeup look a little bit better. So again, you're just going to want to do that onto the other eye. Taking the same white Minnie Mouse liner, you're going to want to create cute little freckles onto your nose and cheeks where you would naturally get freckles. Because you see so many bubbles on this ride, such as when you're going down into the ocean and coming out of the ocean, I decided to add bubbles onto my left eye. I decided to only do my left eye because I felt on both eyes it would be a little much, so I just lined the basic outline of those with the white eyeliner, and then I'm just taking a color Gonzo on the Urban Decay palette and applying that onto the bubbles. Going back in with this white felt tip liner, I'm just going to add highlights onto the bubbles and just to make the white more opaque. But next I'm taking the color Savage just to give some more interest to the bubbles, as most bubbles have highlights in different colors that you can see in them. Moving on to the lashes, I'm going to be using the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express Mascara. You can use whatever mascara you would like. I'm just going to be applying that to my top and bottom lashes. For the false eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Black Wispies. Give me 1 second, and here they are applied. I think they really help complete the eye look. Moving on, I'm going to be taking some eyelash glue and applying that to my cheekbones and collarbones. I'm going to be taking this iridescent purple glitter. Do not apply it to your eyes, that's definitely not eye safe. I'm just going to be applying that now. It reminds me of fish scales, so that's why I decided to add it just to give some unique texture to this makeup look. Moving on to the very last and final portion of this makeup look, the lips. I'm just going to be applying some chapstick to give my lips some tackiness. I'm going to be using a flat eyeshadow brush as well as the color Gonzo to tie in the color I use for the bubbles to my lips, as well as tie in the general color blue, which can be seen throughout many parts of the Little Mermaid ride. Lips are complete, and here is the finished makeup look. I really liked how it turned out. I realized I forgot to mention why I used the colors pink and purple to contour. These are the colors that you can find on the giant clams that you board at the beginning of the ride, and I wanted to make sure I represented those in this makeup look. I really like how it turned out. I hope you guys did too. And here's me being a dork trying to act like a princess.
I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial and you found it pretty fun. I know this isn't really a makeup look that is wearable out into the public, however I do quite enjoy it and I'll probably be wearing it for the rest of the day because I feel like a pretty awesome mermaid with some sparkles. And my bathroom is going to take forever to clean up because glitter gets everywhere. If you guys like this video, please let me know by giving it a like and comment down below if there are any rides that you would like to see in this series. It can be in Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, Paris Disneyland, anywhere you want, any ride, let me know.
Whoa, this mug is flamin'.
I hope you guys have a happy holiday season, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!